It is Sunday, October 13th at 3:52 p.m. and I just got my fourth Etsy order. I was literally just like laying in my bed and then I was scrolling on my phone and I saw the notification come through. I haven't checked to see what they ordered. However, the notification tells you how many items the person ordered. And this is the first time that a customer has ordered more than one item. They ordered 3. So now I'm going to check and see what those 3 items are. Hey guys, it's Olivia. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today is Tuesday, August 15th at 7:08 p.m. And so the clip that you just saw was from 2 days ago. So usually at this point in my vlogs, you would see me driving to Michael's to pick up yarn. However, this time, instead of me going to the yarn came to me. So essentially in the intro, I talked about how this is my first order where the customer ordered 3 items. And those 3 items are scrunchies. And I use burlap velvet yarn to make my scrunchies. And so if you guys have watched my previous vlogs, then you know that I buy all my yarn from Michael's for the most part. And in Canada, Michael's does not sell burlap velvet. For a reason I don't know. The only place I've been able to get burlap velvet is at Walmart, but they only have 3 colors, black, white, and gray. And so my customer ordered 3 scrunchies in the color Blackbird, Indigo, and Smoky Blue? Smoky Blue, I believe that's what it's called. And so I had black, but I didn't have indigo or smoky blue. So that is where Amazon came into play. So I ordered this on Sunday, right as the order came in. And this box actually did show up yesterday on Monday. However, Monday, October 14th was Thanksgiving in Canada. So it was a holiday and I was spending time with family. So then I didn't end up making the order. So now it's Tuesday and we have some crocheting to do. So let's open up this box and see our new colors. Okay, so first we have Smoky Blue. I don't know if the color is really coming through on camera because it's like in plastic, so the light is reflecting off of it, but I will take it out of the plastic in a second. And then we have Indigo. This bag is already open. So they came in packs of 2. So I'm making 1 Indigo, 1 Smoky Blue, and 1 Blackbird. So I obviously don't need 2 skeins of yarn to make 1 scrunchie. However, on Amazon, they came in packs of 2, and it was like 2 for, I think, $25, which is like $12 a skein, which is a lot more expensive than if I bought them individually. So I just bought packs of 2. So now in the future, if somebody orders one of these colors, I have a plethora. So since the indigo is already open, let's just take one of them out. So you can see that color. I feel like the light is kind of washing it out, so I'm gonna move it back a little bit. And then let's open up the Smoky Blue. Ooh, that light is really blowing it out, but it's kind of like a bluish gray. Let me turn down the brightness. Okay, so these are the 2 colors. This is Indigo and this is Smoky Blue. Nice. So the reason why I haven't shown you any black yarn yet is because I already have this black scrunchie made. So if you watch this video, it is me using burlap velvet for the very first time. And in that video, I made 2 black scrunchies. And so this is one of the black scrunchies that I already have made, so I don't have to make a black one for this video because I've just had this sitting around waiting to be purchased, and now it has been purchased. So we will only be crocheting 2 scrunchies in this video because I already have this one pre-made. So in order to make a scrunchie, you obviously need the hair elastic to crochet around. And if you watched my scrunchie video, you know that I bought this bag of assorted colors of hair elastics, because I like the color of the hair elastic to match the color of the yarn. So I took out all of the different shades of blue that came in that package, and I also took out one gray one because I feel like the smoky blue is leaning more towards gray than blue, so I feel like this gray one might be a better match for it. So let's see. So this is the first shade of blue, which is a little bit too dark. Second shade, still too dark. This one, not the correct shade. And this is the last shade of blue that I have, and it's still not the best match. So I think that this gray one is like the right amount of cool tones. I think I'm gonna use this hair elastic for the smoky blue scrunchie. As for the indigo scrunchie, this dark blue one I think is a great color match. So these are all the color options in terms of hair elastics. So this one is, I think, the closest match. So that's the one we're gonna use. So now let's start crocheting. I'm gonna start with the smoky blue. And for my scrunchies, I use a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. So let's start. Okay, I have completed the scrunchie. I'm just going to cut off the yarn. And there we go. I will weave in that tail later. So we now have 2 of 3 complete. Now let's move on to indigo. Okay, and the indigo one is complete. So I'm just going to cut off the yarn. And once again, the tail will be weaved in off camera. But now let's look at all 3 of them. So let's put them like this. Ooh, look at that gradient. Look at that. Oh, that is so nice. So in a minute, I'm gonna weave in these tails. But first I wanna talk about something about Etsy that I didn't know until this order came in. So as previously mentioned, this is my first order where the customer ordered multiples. And apparently, in certain cases, when somebody orders multiples from your shop, it counts as more than one sale. So it counts as one order, but 3 sales. So essentially, I had to look it up on the internet to figure out how it all works. Let's say my customer had ordered 3 smoky blue scrunchies. That would count as 1 sale. But because my listing has several variations for all the colors, since they ordered 1 variation, 2 variation, 3 variations, that counts as 3 different sales. So it's 3 of the same product, but in 3 different variations, so it counts as 3 different sales. And also, let's say someone had ordered a scrunchie and a plushie, so 2 different items from your shop, that would also count as 2 sales, but 1 order. So I was just very confused when I saw my sales number go up from 5 to 8, even though I only had 1 more order. So now I know that sales and orders are not counted the same. So if you're new to my channel, this series that I'm doing is called Road to 100 Orders. So right now I have 8 sales, but I'm only at 3 orders. So this series is not Road to 100 Sales, because let's say hypothetically, my 5th customer orders 92 items, let's just pretend. So then we'd go from 8 all the way up to 100 sales, but that would only be my 5th customer ever. So that would only be my 5th order. So we're not going to 100 sales in this series, we're going to 100 individual orders. Okay. Okay. So this that we just finished crocheting is order number 4 for the series. So yeah, I didn't know that sales and orders were different on Etsy, but apparently they are. And if you didn't know that, well, now you know too. It's a little confusing, but it is what it is. So this is customer number 4, sale number 8 for some reason. And so yeah, I am going to weave in these tails, and then I'll come back to you when it's time to package them. Actually, one more thing before we start packaging orders. So I have weaved in all the tails, and another thing I did was I took product photos. So this was my first time making these 2 colors, meaning I don't have pictures of them. So what I did was I took flat lay photos. Like, I obviously didn't put someone else's order in my hair. So I just took my poster board, which I have right here, and I laid it out and took one picture of the smoky blue and a picture of the indigo. And so, since there's so many color options for my scrunchies, I don't own all of those colors. So if somebody orders a color that I don't have, then I'll go to Amazon per se and buy the color, right? So then if I've never had the color before, but I want to show them a picture of the color options, then I have this grid, and there's different slides that show the different color options. So my customer's name is Martha, by the way, and when Martha ordered the smoky blue and the indigo, the pictures she saw was just a picture of the yarn. So for example, the smoky blue looked like this, and now I'm going to replace the smoky blue picture with the actual scrunchie. And then the same for the indigo. It looked like this when Martha made her order, and for future orders, it's gonna look like this. So yeah, each time I make a new scrunchie in a new color, I will take a picture of it. I didn't take a picture of this one because I already have a picture of a black scrunchie. So yes, my product listing on Etsy will now be updated with new colors. And eventually, once all the colors have been ordered at some point, I will have pictures of all of them, and all of the yarn photos will be replaced. So yes, I just wanted to say that I weaved in tails, and I also took a couple of photos. One more thing before we package the orders, because I keep thinking of new things that I want to tell you guys about. This happened with my last order and also with this one. So in my last video, I crocheted a duck plushie for my second order ever. And that customer had found me through TikTok and followed my link and ordered. When somebody follows your like special Etsy link, your share and save link, then Etsy takes less money. So for example, for each sale, Etsy takes 6.5%. So if you sell something for $10, then Etsy would take 65 cents. However, if you use your share and save link, then Etsy only takes 2% and you get to keep the 4.5%. So if you sold something for $10, then Etsy would only take 20 cents. You know what I'm saying? And so obviously the more expensive the product, the more overall dollars you end up saving. So if something was $100, instead of Etsy taking $6.50, they'd only take $2, etc., etc. So for this order, my customer Martha, I'm pretty sure that she's a YouTube viewer, and the reason why I think that is because I posted the second video in this series, my second and third order, and somebody named Martha commented on that video, and then about 20 to 30 minutes later, I got an order from somebody named Martha. So it could be a coincidence. But I think that Martha is one of my YouTube viewers. And another reason I think that is because, once again, my share and save link was used, and I used those links on my social medias. So yes, Martha could have come from Instagram or TikTok or YouTube because she used my special link. And I'm just gonna assume that it was YouTube because someone with the same name commented half an hour before this order came through. So Martha, if you're a YouTube viewer of mine, thank you so much for ordering these scrunchies. I love this color palette because, as you know, blue is my favorite color, hence my poster board paper and all that jazz. So I'm a lover of blue, and I think you are too. And so yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that a viewer of mine, I'm pretty sure that a viewer of mine purchased 3 of my scrunchies. And so once again, I said this in my last video, but I just want to say it again. When I got my order through TikTok, like someone saw one of my TikToks and then went to my Etsy shop, I had 68 TikTok followers, which is not a big following, but I shared my link anyways. And now on YouTube, I have, as of right now, so this order came in 2 days ago, but as of today, I currently have 460 subscribers. So you don't need thousands of followers and thousands of subscribers before you start sharing your links. You can have a couple hundred people or even less than 100 people watching your videos. But if you have a good product and also if people resonate with you, the person behind the brand, people will buy from you. So for my fellow small business owners, don't be afraid to promote yourself on social media, and don't think that you have to wait till you have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of followers before you see results. Because I get a couple hundred views here and there, and I'm pretty sure, just from my little detective skills, that one of these orders is from those couple hundred views. So once again, for my fellow small business owners, you don't need a huge following to take that traffic and start generating sales. So once again, thank you, Martha, for ordering these 3 scrunchies. And now let's package them. Okay, so as you guys know, part of my packaging is a handwritten note. For my first 100 orders, everybody's getting a handwritten thank you note from me. So now let's handwrite the thank you note to Martha. Okay, I've written my note. As you guys know, I wrote on the front and the back because I just had so much that I wanted to say. And so yes, now we need to start packaging. Okay, so here are the 3 scrunchies in their gradient order. I love this color combo. They truly look so good. And here is the poly mailer we're going to use. And so what I'm going to do is, in the bag, 2 of them are going to be stacked near the bottom and 1 is going to be at the top. So let's see if it fits that way. There, nice snug fit. Then we have our thank you note. Slide it in there. And there we go. So now I'm going to measure it, weigh it, and buy the shipping label, and then I'll come back to you when it's time to print it out. Okay, I have purchased the shipping label, and now it's time to print it. Okay, now it is 9:57 p.m. and our 4th order is packaged and ready to be shipped. So I set my ship date as tomorrow on October 16th, so that is when I will be driving to drop it off. And one more thing I forgot to mention earlier, I'm always forgetting to mention things. I always mean to mention them and then I don't. This is another international order for me because once again, I am from Canada and this customer is from USA. And so yeah, my process is getting a lot faster. Making these items, I believe, was under an hour because it takes me about 20 minutes per scrunchie and I only needed to make 2 because one of them was pre-made. So the making of these items was quick and packaging it and printing the label was also quick. If you've been watching my previous videos, you know that I've been having printer struggles, but I have figured it out. So yes, everything was streamlined. This whole process took under 3 hours. Making, packaging, printing, everything was under 3 hours. So I'm getting faster at this, which I'm really happy about. So yeah, The next time you see me will be tomorrow when I'm in the car on the way to the post office. Okay, it is Wednesday, October 16th at 11:31 a.m. and we are on our way to drop off the package. So a couple of things I want to talk about while we're on our way. For my scrunchies, since I know that currently I'm not able to find them in person, meaning I can't just run and pick them up the same day and I have to order it online. I have set my processing time on Etsy as 1 to 2 weeks for that product specifically. For all my other products, the yarn that I use is available at Michael's, so if I get an order today and I don't have the yarn, that's fine. I can just pick up the yarn today. Meanwhile, if I have to order it online, yes, through Amazon, usually you can get it same day or next day, but like some of the colors that I'm offering are only available on the Yarnspirations website, or at least from what I've seen, and so that's not gonna be overnight shipping. So in order to give myself time in case somebody orders a color that I don't have in stock, then I have that 1 to 2 week window. However, these colors that were ordered, I was able to get them on Amazon, and so they came the next day, so I got it really fast. So because of my processing time, the dispatch date on this order is October 25th, but it's the 16th, so I'm shipping it 9 days early. So that's good. My shipping times are really fast, and it's also easier for me to keep up with orders because my orders are still sporadic because my Etsy is still new. So yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on that. And then the next thing I want to update you on is the cost of shipping. So if you watched my last video in this series, then you'll know that I vastly undercharged for shipping at the time and lost quite a bit of money on shipping. So then I adjusted my shipping prices, but once again, it's something that needs to be adjusted over time as I figure out the correct shipping costs for different countries. So for this order, I actually accidentally overcharged for shipping. So my customer paid, I believe, $11 in shipping, and after I bought the shipping label, I think it was about $7.40, something like that, which means I overcharged by $3.60. So what I will be doing is on Etsy, you can do partial refunds. So I will be refunding my customer the $3.60 or however much it is. I'm going to do the math, and I will be refunding that amount because I charged in excess, so it's only fair that I give the money back. I haven't done the refund yet, simply because I want to film the process. So that's going to be a separate video, basically a tutorial of how to do a refund on Etsy or how to do a partial refund. And so I want to make a separate video, therefore I haven't done the refund yet, but I'm probably going to film that video later today. So the refund will be issued later today. So yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on that. I'm shipping early and I charged a little bit too much for shipping this time, but the difference will be refunded. So yeah, I'm almost at the drop-off location, and we'll talk when we get there. Okay, so it is 11:51 and the package has been dropped off, which means we have officially completed 4 out of our first 100 orders. And I would just like to thank Martha once again for ordering those 3 scrunchies from me. I thoroughly enjoyed making them. It was very much my aesthetic because black is like the color that I wear literally every single day, and then blue is my favorite color. So loved making those scrunchies, loved the gradient of all of them stacked together. Ooh, it was so great. And so this video isn't gonna go up for about a week and a half, which means the order should be delivered by the time this video goes up. So let's send it over to future me and she'll give you a delivery update. Thanks, past me. So it is currently Saturday, October 26th, and 4 days ago on Tuesday, October 22nd, the 3 scrunchies got delivered. So I mailed out the scrunchies on a Wednesday and they arrived on a Tuesday. So it arrived in 6 days total, but then you had the weekend in there. So it was a total of 4 business days. So just know that if you order something from me, you'll get it real quick like. But now let's send this video back to past me. Thanks, future me. So once again, I just want to reiterate the fact that this was my first order where the customer ordered multiple items. So throughout this series, there's going to be a lot of new things, a lot of firsts that we're going to get to experience together. And so I'm glad that I've been able to share this with you guys. And so that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you think your friends will enjoy it, be sure to share it with them. The link to my Etsy shop will be in the description in case you want to be one of my first 100 customers. Also, check out this playlist. It is my Road to 100 Orders series. So if you like this video, you'll like the other videos in that playlist. And I will see you in my next video.